Right. So now we're on Renee's High School Reunion by Cheryl Dragon. Yeah, that's her pseudonym. Cheryl Dragon. Dragon. Like it is published by Resplendence Publishing again, and it's $4. And it kind of has the best cover I've seen in a romance or erotica in a while. I opened it, I saw the cover, and I'm like, wow, I really hope that this lives up to how awesome this cover is. But instead, we open up with this huge, annoying bit of recap between the main female character, Renee, of course, and her gal pal Linda, who I was pretty sure wasn't ever going to be seen again, but every time Linda shows up, it's time for exposition. Linda is the, as you know, Bob of the book. And there's a whole lot of telling about character traits, but not showing them. So annoying. And the sex scenes are so clinical. They're a half a page at best when they happen, which is kind of often, but for half a page, how is that? How can you qualify that as erotica when your sex scene is half a page between three people? Um, yeah, it's a Ménage. Male on female. So again, there's the bisexual male element. Um, but not that it matters because if this is how much the book is, this is how much the sex scenes are. And of course, it's a high school reunion setting, and I think that that's a really bad setting for romance or erotica because honestly, your entire time or most of your time is spent reminiscing about what was or what used to be or how things have changed, and it doesn't provide a lot of room for character growth because all you're doing is talking about how much people have changed instead of showing how much people have changed. Unless you actually open with the scene from high school and display these characters as they were back in the past, and then in the future talk about how much they've changed, etc., etc. It's it's just not a good place for a romance. Um, and maybe erotica, but it's really hard to show depth in a relationship if you don't show how that relationship grows, which you can't. And that's where this falls short. It really seems to be a high school binge fantasy. And like I said, Linda is boring. Boring. Expect nothing but exposition every time she shows up. Every single time. And one of my one of my pet peeves during this was that the author seems to forget that the heroes are wearing condoms a lot of the time because you'll get the usual offhand mention of them putting on a condom, and then it'll talk about uh, fluids being mixed, like his and her fluids being mixed or whatever. And That should not happen if you put a condom on correctly. Does someone need to call Cheryl Dragon and tell her, look, this is how condoms work. They contain the fluid. There's no mixing of the fluid. That's the point. That's how you prevent the babies. Right? Right. I'm not crazy. And so she's describing this messy, messy sex that doesn't happen when you use a condom. So, um, Renee's high school reunion gets a 1 for the sex scenes, because they're so bad. It gets 2 for the relationship, because it's okay. And a 2 for the plot. But barely a 2. Honestly, I think that, I don't know, because I mean, high school reunion stories can be good. Uh, I have read good ones. This was not a good one, especially not for $4. It was big money.